is an ass, but he's not a dumbass. He had to know that this was
I light up the club with one stanza. Niggas getting their hands up, chicks come out their pants. What? It's been a minute since I first put it down. Bought you the 2 drunk hits from
to be honest, I'm a dude. I can get down with the skank factor a little bit.
Down, that's my nigga. We still the same, cause Vik without the 2 drunk click, that's not a game. Look, we on a different page, but it's the same book. It's still in with Vik.
Grey Goose was flowing nonstop. It was like it was on tap. The music was tight. And
this is aimless. They can't recognize this game. Niggas the game. I'm dynamite. When I rock the mic, it's like I cannot be stopped. Oh, the flow so high.
What's up, y'all? It's the homie Vik coming at you once again. It's been a little minute, you know. I think I skipped maybe last week. What can I say? It's the holidays. Man, it's Christmas time, my favorite time of the year, but it's also the busiest time of the year. You know, you gotta run around, get presents for the little ones, get presents for your significant other. You know, if you got one, you just gotta make it happen, man. We've just been busy doing a lot of things, you know, festive things. I had the big annual holiday party that I usually throw at my house. Once again, thanks to everybody who came out. It was a lovely affair, as usual. You know, everybody had a good time, good food, drinks, and you know, just a good time for everybody. Games. In fact, you know, the games were so off the hook. BG, my man, we're gonna try to hook you up next year. I know you feel like you're on the loser's side. Man, I'll see what we can do for you next year. Inside joke for those who did not attend. But yeah, man, it was just a great time, and you know, this is my favorite time of the year. Got my lights out, trees up. Usually do that right after Thanksgiving. We're pushing up on, you know, just a few days left. So get your shopping done, get it taken care of, and spend some time with the fam again, you know, because that's what it's all about. So with that in mind, unfortunately, I got to get into something that's not so festive, man. I got to close the book on this whole Tiger Woods situation, man, because it's still big in the news, and it's really starting to bother me that this is still blowing up. So, you know, I'm going to take it there this week, and I apologize in advance. You know, there's a time and a place for everything, and although I usually do try to keep things pretty much relatively clean, even though, you know, we do get our grown folks on sometimes with our topics, but this time we just have to take it straight grown up. So I'm telling you right now, if your little ones are in the vicinity, send them to their rooms, because I'm about to, you know, put you up on a little bit of game here in a way that some folks might not be able to appreciate, particularly if they have little ones in the area. Look on this Tiger Woods thing, man. I know I'm listening to the responses that everybody's coming up with, you know, because it seems like every other day another chick is coming out the woodwork saying, hey, I was with Tiger too, I was with Tiger too, and whatnot. You know, I stand by what I said in the beginning, that this is between Tiger and his wife and his family and all of that. You know, but at the same time, somebody asked me a question the other day, and it really got my mind stirred up, because it's something that I hear often, and throughout my years, you know, I've heard this question come up, and it was, well, man, you know, this is a young lady asking me, like, is his wife not pretty enough? You know, is she not handling her business at home? You know, I hear that a lot, where, you know, if he had to go do this, that, and the other, then his wife must not be taking care of business at home. I'm trying to tell you right now, okay, that has nothing to do with nothing, okay? The bottom line, look, a long time ago, somebody told me something that, you know, you take it for what it's worth, but you might not want to believe it. I think there's a serious modicum of truth to this, even though it's put in a very crass way, but basically it says, for every beautiful woman that you find, you will find another man that's tired of fucking her. That's the straight up, honest to God way that it's put. It might sound bad, but it is what it is, you know. And basically, to break that down, what you're saying is that, you know, it doesn't matter if a man and his wife, she could be you know, a dime plus a nickel, you know, she could be the most beautiful thing in the world or what have you. It's not in a man's nature to just take that and roll with it, and roll with that without feeling the temptation of other things and seeing the temptation of other things out there. That's just not how it works. And, people have to own up to that. You don't just get married, tied a knot, and then suddenly your eyes shut off. And the average cat, if he had the access, if he had the money and the access, I mean, you're talking about a dude like Tiger Woods who women are just throwing it at left and right. I mean, it's not like he has to chase it; they're just throwing it at him. The average cat with that kind of jack, that kind of power and influence, plus, the access to be able to do whatever he wants, just about to any woman that he has his eye on. It's who are we to say, that you would be able to resist or not be able to indulge in something like that. You're not in that man's shoes, and as a man, I think aside from a few of those really, I'm not gonna disrespect them and say that they're square or anything like that. I'm just saying that, for those really good cats out there, yeah, more power to you. But the reality is, I'll say a good 90-95% of the cats out there, man, that probably would be in a similar situation. Which begs the question, kind of my whole thing with Tiger is, why get married at that stage of the game when you got it like that and you're gonna have it like that? Why would you do that to yourself? He pretty much put himself in that position. So, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it, but that's something that just kind of annoys me with this whole thing. Why would he do this, and why did it's like, let's be realistic, man. Behind closed doors, people do a lot of different things, and I think people kind of take this holier than thou attitude, man. But if you put in the same situation, how do you know how you're going to respond? So, again, I'm just saying, let the man work this out between he and his family. And if his lady looks like she's pretty much on her way out the door, can't imagine she was contributing a whole lot to the relationship anyway. So I know that sounds mean, and now everybody's gonna be jumping down my throat. Vik, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that. Whatever, man. Get at me, man. I'm feeling, despite all of that, I'm feeling good. Like I said, it's the holidays. We've got some great things going on. Obviously, you guys know I'm a big sports fan, so the sports have just been off the hook. NFL is starting to finally get down to the wire, getting to the playoffs. So, for my cousin Jay, who's trying to get me going in his NBA fantasy league, give me a few more weeks. I'll get busy with it. I just haven't had the time to really get down to it because it's been all about the NFL. Man, we had huge games this past week. One of the undefeated teams finally went down. New Orleans Saints with a surprise loss to Dallas, messing up my pool again. I've just been doing terrible this year, just terrible. And that didn't help. New Orleans going down to the weak-ass Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I said it, the weak-ass Dallas Cowboys. I can't believe it. It frustrates me to no end to see a team as good as the New Orleans Saints. And I don't care what people say. Maybe they're a little overrated or overhyped with this whole undefeated thing, but that's a damn good football team, and they got no business losing to some chumps like the Dallas Cowboys. And big news yesterday, Minnesota with another loss, this time to the Carolina Panthers. Another one, no business losing to the Carolina Panthers. Gotta love Brett Favre for getting loose on Brad Childress, the head coach, saying, look, I'm not coming out of the game, but at the same time, hey, got to get it done. It's the playoff push, man. You could have got a head up on New Orleans, or at least got neck and neck with New Orleans for that home field advantage throughout. It's looking like that might not happen.